Hello, dear students. I am Mrs. Basmazghal and I'm here to help you get ready for the English exam. I will share with you a few tips to let you nail it with bright success. In this video, we will focus on the language part of the test. Are you ready? So let's start then. I asked some of the ninth form students about the challenges they face when dealing with language tasks. And here is what they said.
What are some common mistakes people do with verb tenses?
Are there any tricks or shortcuts for remembering tenses?
Can you give me tips for choosing the right word to put in a sentence?
Which tips can help me save time?
Okay, let's try to answer your friends' questions. We'll focus in the video on a task that you might come across in the language part, which is tense or form. You know that in this type of tasks, you have to put bracketed words in the right tense or form to get a coherent paragraph. But before that, I would like to remind you of some important remarks. Well, as you know, in the national exam there are 3 sections, which are reading, language, and writing. So, here is my advice for you. Manage your time wisely. Since the exam lasts 1 hour, devote 15 minutes to the reading part, 15 minutes to the language part, 20 minutes for the writing, and another 10 minutes to revise at the end of the exam. Now, let's try to answer your friends' questions by doing the following tense or form tasks taken from the 2022 national exam. Here it is. Let's read the instruction. Put the bracketed words in the right tense or form. By tense, we mean, for instance, to put the verb in the simple past, past progressive, simple present, present progressive, present perfect, future, etc. And by form, we mean, for example, singular or plural, adjective, adverb, comparative, superlative, ing form, etc. Okay, now just some tips before doing the task. Start by reading the whole paragraph a few times to understand the context. Don't focus on putting the words in brackets in the right tense or form right away. Focus rather on the general meaning. And actually, it's better to read the paragraph more than once to get a better idea about it. Look for clues in the paragraph, like time expressions to determine the correct tense for each blank. Also, check for hints that can guide you in choosing the appropriate form. For instance, pay attention to helping words like is, are, has. They can help you decide in which form to put the bracketed verb that comes after them. For example, the past participle after have to get the present perfect, or the ing form after is to get the present progressive, etc. Also, be consistent, please. If the paragraph is in the past and there are no clues that an event is happening now, keep using the past tense. Don't move to the present tense without a good reason. And don't forget to reread each sentence to make sure that your answer makes sense. I know that it might feel like solving a puzzle at first, but by following these tips, it will be much easier for you to deal with the task successfully. And in fact, these tips are very helpful in dealing with any kind of language task. So, bear them in mind, please. Alright, now I invite you to pause the video and do the task on your own first. Don't forget to use the tips I shared. And here is a challenge for you. Can you do it in 5 minutes? We've already mentioned how important time management is. It is indeed the key to success in the test. Never forget that, please. Okay then. Pause the video, do the task, and after that, watch the correction. Time for correction. As schools close their doors due to the coronavirus pandemic, and as the United Kingdom goes into lockdown, stars are turning into teachers. Many fame, blank, faces. Here we have to fill in the blank with the correct form of the word fame in order to describe the faces. Well, I think you agree with me that we must use an adjective. So the correct answer is famous faces. Good. Let's carry on. Many famous faces are helping out by launching daily lessons on their social media accounts to help keep children busy and involve blank. In this context, involve should be turned into the adjective involved to match the structure of the sentence. Just have a look at it, please. Keep the children busy. Busy is an adjective. There is the coordinating conjunction and. So after and, we will write another adjective in order to have a parallel structure. Adjective and adjective. So the right answer is involved. See, we just add D to involve and we'll get the adjective. Okay, next blank now. Mylene Class, a British talented singer and pianist, launched blank her own YouTube channel. Here, we need to fill in the blank with the correct tense of the verb launch. Well, since the event happened in the past, we use the simple past of the verb launch. Launch is a regular verb, so we use the general rule to get the simple past, which is verb plus ed. Therefore, the correct answer is launched. Excellent. Next, the star great blank enjoys teaching the children. Look at the position of the blank in the sentence. It comes after the subject, the star, and before a main verb, which is enjoys. So, in this context, we need to fill in the blank with the correct adverb form of the adjective great. Do you remember the rule of turning adjectives into adverbs? Right, we add ly. So the answer is greatly. Well done. Let's carry on. Music has always been seen as an excite blank subject. Again, let's focus on the position of the word in the sentence. It is between the article an and the noun subject. So, what do you think? We need to have here. Yes, that's it. We need an adjective to describe the noun. What is the adjective form of the verb excite? Think a bit. Absolutely, it is exciting. Try to read the sentence now and see if it makes sense. Music has always been seen as an exciting subject. Yes, this is meaningful and grammatically correct. Wonderful. Now, with this, we come to the end of the task. Let me just remind you that you must reread the whole paragraph at least twice to check your answers. Make sure that the sentences are both meaningful and grammatically correct. Mind the spelling of the words and please write clearly. One last piece of advice, sometimes it may be necessary to capitalize the first letter of the word that you write in the blank. For example, because it is at the beginning of the sentence, so don't forget to capitalize it in such cases. And now, to conclude this video, let me wish you good luck on your exam. I'm sure you'll nail it. Bye!